coming down as piercing now. You know what I mean? It's been intangible this whole time where it's like, yeah, spirituality this, spirituality that. But now it's like, whoa, people with power took that spirituality and started to make moves, and now we're suffering the repercussions of it.
Yeah, you're seeing evidence of it.
What we were talking about polarity before, they're taking it too far. They're not interested in balance. They're interested in excess. And that's what we're feeling right now. We're feeling pain because of it, hence our artistic expression to try and enlighten people to become aware of that pain and try and stand up against it, because it's up to the masses to embrace the spirituality that is inherent in all of us. You know what I mean? And try and make a difference and change the vibration. So that's what it comes down to. It's not different. It's the same thing. It's just now becoming more apparent. It's becoming more visible in front of our eyes.
Understand that. The mathematicians might know what I'm talking about.
Akhu, Shemsu, followers of Horus, opening the way for initiates of all ages to pass through the door, guardians of the knowledge which lies at the core. Akhu, Shemsu, merchants of light, torches within his dark wall. Cultivate the spark on earth to just soar. 7 sages of old, source of the secret lore. Wicked like the Blair Witch, think you're lit, just turned off the switch. Turn up the pitch on the 12-inch, pinch yourself to wake up. My genetic makeup, same force that made Jericho break up. Take up cups of death, silver linings in my breath. Aim my arrow towards the west, bless the children in the nest. Rest the Rosicrucian sword across the demon's double breast. Rub the crucifixion ashes from my head down to my chest on a quest. A fallen angel from the heavens, meditating in a graveyard, drinking rattlesnake venom. Rhymes like denim, rugged strength, durability. Never question the ability to grasp divinity. Immunity to falsity equals individuality. Bow to the empire, stoke up a fire, choke up a whole choir. Singing praises to the master liar. In a dire straitjacket, you feel it when we attack it. Couldn't read my book, getting lost in the brackets. Parentheses, mention these words in the wrong circles. Will get you burned, tarred and feathered. Tossed into the bottomless pits, screaming for forever. Shemsu, followers of Horus, opening the way for initiates of all ages to pass through the door, guardians of the knowledge which lies at the core. Akhu, Shemsu, merchants of light, torches within his dark wall. Cultivate the spark on earth to just soar. 7 sages of old, source of the secret lore. Using the keys of Enoch as my beatbox, speak through the bend, shatter volcanic sheetrock. Those being neglected, now free and accepted. Face of the water reflected, blind seeing detected. A space station stationed in space, dropping bombs on Cain's race. Who make haste and lay waste, destroying consecrated evidence without any trace. Time is space and the space is empty. Money doesn't equal time, so don't bother. Bribes can't tempt me. Spent the length of eternity worshiping idolatry before the discovery of sacred geometry. Vesica Pisces, I right these wrongs as I write these songs. Like these Cheech and Chongs, beings from Sirius bless us with cannabis. Dogon drop, dog star, doggone miraculous. Man's best friend, count dog days on the abacus. Minds awaken on the road less taken. Hoping to stay centered on the stem, the petals open. Harder shell will always crack, opposed to that. Fluid maps the atlas, persistently erodes till flat. Akhu, Shemsu, followers of Horus, opening the way for initiates of all ages to pass through the door, guardians of the knowledge which lies at the core. Akhu, Shemsu, merchants of light, torches within his dark wall. Cultivate the spark on earth to just soar. 7 sages of old, souls of the secret lore.
There was a period of time when we knew. We had knowledge. We had no beliefs. Right now you live in beliefs. You want to believe
The ancient afterlife or the future firstborn, execute your thirst for. Story of the cursed thorn, the anointed Gnostic one, a political Christ, fictional character with no Levitical rights. Vatican, Dark Ages, Crusades and Inquisitions, slavery to myth, an ignorant imposition. Fraud of the age, canned applause for the stage work of the Nicene Council found upon the page of the King James Bible that sings famed libel. Missionaries infiltrate corrupt indigenous tribal. Greatest story ever told, a marketing plan targeting man's innate need to define the divine, turning water into wine, a symbolic correlation, describing rituals of Masonic initiation. Resurrecting the dead is a mental metaphor, headed for exactly that. That's what Yeshua said it for.
Yeshua says, seek and do not stop seeking until you find. When you find, you will be troubled. When you are troubled, you will marvel and rule over all.
Yeah, I look to the signs in the skies, reveal the lies that planets align. The ghetto Gnostic Gospel and redefines the Dead Sea Scrolls unfold and prophesize the coming of the living Messiah. It was foretold, written on stone tablets, hidden in the star constellations. This marks the birth of the Avatar, the incarnation, the formation of the body of God that appeared before you like the Archangel Michael. UFOs land upon the desert sands. Behold the extraterrestrial. Is he a friend or a foe? I hear voices from the spiritual realm, so I built a pyramid to communicate with the prime meridian. Communications with the Riskians.
Yeshua says, your leaders tell you, look, the kingdom is in heaven, but the kingdom is inside you and it is outside of you. When you know yourselves, then you will be known.
A sun disk of prominence set behind the countenance of any man appears as the symbol of dominance for any skin that matches this. All others serve as the unpure set at alls cause they blood mixed and tainted. Which race could truly claim this? Seem like a hung jurist in conflict. If you take the good book for fact, it appears all the prophets were black, but where we at now? Told in position is south. For the trick, knowledge has much waters to keep a sheeple under the feet of the elite. Plus self-esteem is higher, and you seem to do things most impressive when the message penetrates cerebral cortex. That you the most blessed, puff out your chest like you the best. I stand corrected, my being protected under sun rays by Jesus melanated.
Yeshua says, know what is in front of your face, and what is hidden from you will be disclosed. There is nothing hidden that will not be revealed.
These beings, the likeness of God portrayed, see seeing the enlightening rod displayed, but with the rightness applied, the true likeness of God finds itself into the eyes of the unlikeliest child. So forget what they told us, truest story is the oldest. Real angels came to key and crafts in search of gold dust. Behold the vesture of light, learn the gesture of flight, flew off into the dark of the perpetual night, took discombobulated courses from mistranslated sources, enunciated spiritual forces which sit upon the false fortress, beyond the vicissitudes of mystic feuds who christened who, Muslim or Jew. Sacred secrets reside in the temple of the tomb, which resembles the womb described on walls at Khartoum. Religious lies hideous, blind faith insidious, notices to know this, laughing at the idiots.
Yeshua says, I disclose my mysteries to those who are worthy of my mysteries.
And the hidden things will be revealed to that one. Yeshua says, I have thrown fire upon the world, and look, I am watching till it blazes.
Yeshua says, people may think I have come to impose peace upon the world. They do not know that I have come to impose conflicts upon the earth, fire, sword, war. Whoever has ears to hear should hear.
Dead in the brain. Off the tongue tip, just with the weakest link in your chain. Chain reaction, explosion, cause a mass erosion. Capture the Promethean torch and scorch the chosen. Exposing the rosin, the center of the cross. Smoke lingers in the mouth of the dragon. Grenades are tossed into sanctuaries. Obituaries after hitmen lay you in hospital wards with burn victims inflicting third degree Masonic with the blazing star. Authority's illusion, I'm the one that stays in charge. Raise a large for the lowly to shelter from the brimstone. Guide with the pillar of smoke, those wandering home. I sling stones, animal bones with carved runes. In the ruins of Masada, sacred lamp, burn fumes. Learn tunes from before the times of Noah and the ark. This time, when the earth dies, it starts with a spark. Sun's rays blaze, raise sea levels globally. Ice caps kindle, then dwindle till they totally melted. We sweltered, slow to sow the seed, too late. Fate sealed, stamped by a notary. Noticeably warmer climate, warn you of the coming years. As we enter the inferno, it'll burn those who fear. Executioner, decapitate with no bloodshed. Flaming guillotine, cauterize the veins when they touched it. Erupted, volcanic, magnetic solar flares. Rising temperatures, extinguish penguins and polar bears. Turn your embers into ashes with gunpowder packed in sashes. Then toss them to the masses. Molotovs with lit matches. Batches cook, bake, broil. Look, I make a lake boil. Turn soil into sand. My hand branded the royal. Going down in a ring of fire. Can't get any lower. Take your face off like lighting cigarettes with flamethrowers.
The Kundalini, or serpent, is the power of fire, which by Zoroastrian accounts is purity incarnate.
Now the f*** not confused about fire. The fire is for the purification.
God exists, and He's American. Now, if you begin to feel an intense and crushing feeling of religious terror at the concept, don't be alarmed.
We have got to realize we're being conditioned on a mass scale. Start challenging this corporate slave state. It's up to each and every one of us to turn loose just some of the greed, the hatred, the envy, and yes, the insecurities, because that is a simple mode of control. Make us feel small.
Every culture has predicted it's the time to the end. Communicate with the pen, time to tell them again. Write a message to send to all your family and friends. The party ends at midnight and it's now 11. It's a trend to act ignorant and stay uninvolved. Most of the problems to solve originated with y'all and me too. But now it's time for I and you to read through lines of color on the flag of the red, white, and blue. Star spangled, where major arteries are all strangled, hopelessly tangled. Damocles sword dangerously dangled over hearts of the masses. Rate of which slows when the dark poison passes. Blood turns to molasses. Kids in school classes serve death in chill glasses. What was it like when Earth was still green is what they'll ask us. When animals lived before things were so disastrous. It's an outright shame they won't outlast us.
What a bunch of garbage, liberal, Democrat, conservative, Republican. It's all there to control you, two sides of the same coin. Two management teams bidding for control, the CEO job of Slavery Incorporated. The truth is out there in front of you, but they lay out this buffet of lies. I'm sick of it, and I'm not gonna take a bite out of it. Do you got me?
We'll all die together, killed by catastrophic weather. Under nature's guillotine, pull the lever, head sever, getting hotter. We're working at jobs because we gotta make an ends meet, but means to those ends don't got a lot of time left. You ought to me what Haiti is to Wyclef. Why rep a country who muffled my breath while I slept? 10% may have the money, but the 90 have strength to take over. Time to wake the fuck up. I'm trying to told you, a war for your mind. You called to action, young soldier, for the melting pot sculpture. Firing squad, blindfold ya. Slave market, street soldier. Cold world getting colder. In a world full of players, game over. A PSA, a message thought I should share this in the spirit of fairness. As an emblem, please wear this. Amidst the hopelessness and all the despair, let's make the USA United Souls of Awareness.
The 21st century is gonna be a new century. Not the century of slavery, not the century of lies and issues of no significance, and
all do here?
We tell the eternal story.
And what is that exactly?
The story that sustains the universe. A story without which there is nothing.
Nothing. You mean stop telling the story and the whole universe ceases to exist?
You make it sound so simple.
And you believe it?
You can see me on the walls at Pompeii and Herculaneum. The kid been around for that long, there's no draining them. With ongoing energy, spawn go ahead of me. Strapped into the cockpit, ready as I'll ever be. Young Indiana Jones comes to home and Noam Chomsky. Crusader rode the pale horse, snorted, stomped and chomped the bit. Split toes, hit foes, stay dip black. Grapple hook, look shook, took book and flip back. Salute private, at ease, the black Irish general. Script words immortal on papyrus, that's ephemeral. Forgotten fables, broke bread on rotten tables. Only prayed when we were able. Skip the trip table, keystone in the arch. Place 3 bones in the arc, hear tones in the dark. Spit stone tomahawks, science talk, drama walk. Steadily the trauma spark, heavenly my motto mark. Heavenly the mind embark.
Ordained for this task.
This is incredible to me. That you can believe something that can be so easily disproved.
Oh, I don't think so.
Venetian physician covered in scales by fish vision. 3 wish giving gins, drinking gin with sick women. Heading down the road of the godly. Recollections of aliens poke and prod me. Superluminal conversations with spectra speak oddly. Barcodes, bar nodes on the motherboard. Aboard the mothership, plug in the other cord. Flip the other switch, reroute the data. Disintegrate the strata at an eye's blink. Right with atomized ink. Event horizon at the seismic brink. As they dismember Dharma, we love to blame karma. Industry mechanized the farmers. Overhead fly the bombers. Surface to air, tear jerkers. Hit remote control workers. Blast herd. Special ops decrypt the password. Hierarchy of access. String past the crack test. C4 blast your door. Peep the logo on the black vest. Federal agents, find your address.
There. The story stopped. No more story. But we're still here.
Specializing interdimensional transportation, exercise, lyrical intercourse. MCs is masturbating, striving for ejaculation, immersed in penetration. Tantric mantra gives Gaia orgasm, standing ovation, entranced in bliss while the world is pissed at you. The cosmic serpent's kiss just before it hissed at you. Your rhymes are variable while mine are constant. Use curse words to fill syllables. Mine have content, freestyle, same as written, all instinctual. Words sound mystical. My skull is made of crystal too. Felt the breath of God, that nigga had halitosis. Verses hit your brain just might cause psychosis. Rhymes all hypnosis, hallucinogenic doses. In fact, I was on 7 tabs when I wrote this explosive. Shatter Satan's vision, unite the opposition, turn key in the ignition, thrust us into transition.
A sign, a message from some distant place that we know nothing of. I see it all now. It's so clear. This has nothing to do with us here. Somewhere in this world, right now, someone else is telling a story. A different story. A saga, a romance, a tale of unforeseen death. It doesn't matter. It's sustaining the universe. That's why we're still here. You can't stop stories being told.
He said, come wander with me, love. Come wander with me away from this sad world. Come wander with me. He came from the sunset. He came from the sea. He came from my sorrow. Come wander as I
portions of the king's chamber, golden ratio. Vibrate the space below your feet. From the dry desert sands, erase the wreckage of a fleet. Prehistorical, translate the tongues of the oracle. Allegorical, mathematic, metaphorical. As above, so below. Have love, let it show. Levitate as I meditate, illuminate a glow. Green emerald, staff of Moses spreads the waves. Invade the promised land to wage 7 deadly plagues. Mystic order of the mercenary, thirst for many bones. Of clones, druidic stones aligned with galactic homes. Poems, codes of Kabbalah, nodes of electric thought. 7 storm macabre, esoteric schools are taught. Degrees of substance unite to form a body of light. Crown chakra burns bright to defeat the troglodyte.
Since the dawn of humanity, some 100,000 years ago, humans have sought to make sense of an unpredictable and often chaotic world.
Just a fisher of man, I step and fish of the land. Deeply inhale the smoke from the sacrificial lamb. He who bites the hand of providence, evident, no common sense. Mentally dead, sealed shut like Tutankhamun rest. Death mask, pure gold, tempered in the furnace. Repetition of the diction articulated with earnest. Deliver us from evil, shiver of the feeble. Quiver full of needles in the river of the Beatles. Building blocks of masonry, master builders facing me. Facade of the macabre, behind which we placing thee. Flashlights of black light, map out the odyssey. Trace the journey through magnetic hotspots. Geodesy, I'm G-O-D, not a devotee. Elohim backwards is me holy. Divide and conquer, we ripped asunder. They slipped asunder. The spell of Kingu, bring you the devil's plunder.
Who are we? Why are we? Why do the seasons change?